Taiwan needs more of these babies. That's because we're predicted this year to have the lowest fertility rate in the world.
Today in the run-up to Mother's Day, we ask moms in Taiwan about their joys, challenges, and sacrifices. Also, is Taiwan really the most dangerous place in the world?
Well, The Economist certainly thinks so. Have a look at this recent cover. In today's hashtag Taiwan, Leslie Liao will tell you how the internet responded.
All that and more in today's show. I'm Natalie Tso.
And I'm Andrew Ryan, and this is Taiwan Insider. A recent prediction by the CIA, yes, the American CIA, says that this year the fertility rate here in Taiwan will be the lowest in the world.
Right, that's 1.07 babies per woman, the lowest in the world. Now, if Taiwan wants to raise the birth rate, I think they should get to know the kind of challenges that mothers face, right?
Oh, absolutely. Now, one local job bank recently surveyed working moms here in Taiwan to find out about their challenges, and here's what they found.
This mother says she's taking leave from work to take care of her 3 children. It'd be more expensive to send them to daycare. A recent survey shows that nearly 90% of moms in Taiwan say they're unable to balance work and family. Yes, 123 Job Bank spokesperson Yang Zongbing says 78% of moms have thought of staying at home. So why are moms in the workforce? The survey found that 81% want to help the household income. 77% want their own income. 59% don't want to be isolated, and 32% enjoy the sense of achievement they have in their careers. Most working moms feel a tremendous struggle between their careers and motherhood. Yang said 32% of moms in Taiwan said if they could do it all again, they probably wouldn't have children. But 68% said they would. It's not easy being a mom. As Mother's Day is coming up, make sure to let your mother know how much she means to you.
Now, I was really surprised to hear that nearly a third of moms would choose not to have kids if they could do it all over again. Were you surprised by that?
I was kind of surprised because I don't have that sentiment. But, but I think I can understand where some of them may be coming from. Imagine, Andrew, taking on not a full-time job, but a 24-hour job.
Oh.
In addition to what you're doing right now.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Would it be overwhelming?
Of course.
So that's how a lot of women feel. I know some women feel they're not doing a good job as a mother and they can't handle everything. So I think that, Taiwan should try to make work and life and childcare easier for moms if they want them to have more babies.
Absolutely. That's a great way to put it. Now, recently you talked about, I guess you talked with some women about the challenges they face. Yeah?
That's right. Some working, most of them working moms in Taiwan shared with me what challenges they face.
The teenage years. I think, and also worrying about, if they are influenced badly or, if they, just the worry, I guess.
Refereeing my kids bickering.
I have 2 daughters. Now they are teenagers. I would like to give them advice or try to correct them, but it always gives conflict between us. I'm still learning how to communicate with teenagers without hurting their self-esteem.
The challenging part is to be a good example.
Being responsible for someone besides yourself and kind of feeling like you have little parts of your heart wandering around the world and they can be broken.
As I am a working mother, so I have to find time for them and for myself and for my family. And when I see them cry and tell me that how come I cannot be more with them, to have dinner with them, or how come I cannot participate in school activity. And when they cry about that, that's the most difficult thing.
Now, balancing family and work seems extraordinarily difficult. In fact, 90% of moms here in Taiwan say that they can't find that balance.
Yeah, I find it very difficult myself.
Absolutely.
And there was another interesting statistic in the survey. 2/3 of moms think that the workplace is not friendly to mothers. So I have another suggestion for the government.
I'm listening.
I mean, I think that Taiwan really wants to raise the birth rate. They're increasing subsidies for babies and, education. They've got some workplace gender equality laws in place, but I think they need to help change the workplace culture to make it more friendly for moms. So perhaps they can give incentives to businesses who have more flexible working hours or who allow remote working, that kind of a thing. That could make, life easier for mothers.
Absolutely. Now, you also asked moms about the sacrifices, the biggest sacrifices that they've made for their kids. Let's have a look at that.
I gave up my space, I gave up my time, my body, I gave up my freedom. So I think I could give up my everything to see they happy.
I think the biggest sacrifice is sleep. I have lost so much sleep since having children.
Because I love them, so I sacrifice lots of time and energies to accompany them or provide necessary help. I always put my family and my daughters in my first priority.
Time and especially when they're younger, I feel like all the energy and attention is on your child rather than on yourself. And
The sacrifices, I don't think what you get in return, I don't think the sacrifices are hard at all, or they're worth it.
Wow. I tell you, it's hard to fathom all the myriad ways that moms sacrifice for their kids. I mean, starting off with giving birth to them, like your body, but also your...
painful, yeah.
I'm sure. Well, I don't even have any idea. But also sleep. I can't imagine not having
months.
sleep.
Right, so you have to train the babies to sleep.
Absolutely.
Well, the thing about motherhood, Andrew, is that it's all-consuming. I mean, even when they're like teenagers, they're still on your heart. If they're upset, you're upset. If they're happy, you're happy, I mean, so it takes everything from you. But it's wonderful being a mom. We did ask the mothers, what was the best part about being a mother?
I think the best part about being a mom is getting to be a part of something greater than ourselves.
I think that is to see them grow up and to see them happy every day, because that makes me so proud.
I think the best thing of being a mom is that children are always full of surprises as they grow up and become themselves, as they develop their sense of humor. And as when I can see that they try to be themselves, they try to be brave, and they start to taking care of other people. That's the beautiful thing.
The best part about being a mom is experiencing unconditional love you get from a child.
What's the best thing about being a mom? My 3 kids.
Wait, can we see that again?
Those are tattoos.
Oh.
And each one represents the year one of her children were born. She has 3 children.
Okay, so I guess the old form of the character for pig is on her pinky, and then the next one over is the dragon on her ring finger, and then a bone for the year of the dog.
So that's love, isn't it? I mean, they are a part of you. Not everyone gets a tattoo, but they're in your heart.
Right. Absolutely. So, what about for you? What's the best part about being a mom?
Well, I think it's the very special and close relationship you have with your child, ever since they're a little baby until now, until for all of our lives. It's very special.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to continue talking about moms and Mother's Day, which is just around the corner. It's on Sunday. And in today's Brain Game, we're going to be focusing on the presents or the things that moms want for Mother's Day.
Today's Brain Game is called What Mama Wants. So as you know, obviously this Sunday is Mother's Day in lots of places around the world, and children everywhere are stressing about what to get their mothers.
Yes.
Luckily for you guys, there was a recent survey that asked respondents what the best Mother's Day gifts were.
Did they ask mothers?
They did, yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad they asked mothers.
Wait, then you have an unfair advantage.
Of course.
I have no idea
What do you
any of these answers.
So there's a top 10, obviously.
Want from their children?
Yes,
or just
and
want
what
in
they
general.
want. Yeah. well, you can answer both, and we'll see what comes up. So on buzzer 1, we have Natalie. And buzzer 2, we have
I have lots of ideas of what I
Andrew.
want.
Okay, you have lots of ideas. I think Andrew has a few ideas as well.
I've got something up my sleeve.
He's got something. I'm not sure they'll be helpful, but there are things nonetheless. You have 90 seconds on the clock, starting now.
Money?
Money is one of them.
Okay, I know it's a Chinese thing.
A spa day.
Spa day, I'll give you that. Yeah, wellness products.
Vacation.
Vacation, travel is one of them.
A manny.
A manny.
It's a male
Maid?
nanny.
No,
I was going to say a maid.
No,
Maid?
not a maid. No.
Okay, yeah, that's a bit too much.
Yeah.
A hand-drawn card.
Yes, a card. Yes.
Flowers?
Flowers is not on there.
Okay.
Oh. A meal.
Meal is on there.
I was gonna
Nice.
say that. Massage chair.
Massage chair. That's going to come under wellness. I'll give Andrew that for the
Okay, okay.
spa.
How about
Oh, your turn?
No, you go ahead.
Jewelry.
Sorry.
Jewelry.
Jewelry is on there. Yes.
Oh wow. Show me the cash and the jewelry.
This is your personal list, isn't it?
Maid, vacation,
Maid, vacation,
jewelry.
jewelry.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost there.
A car.
A car is not on there.
They're kids.
Wow,
I
you
mean,
guys.
A chauffeur.
No chauffeur. I mean, if you don't have a car, then what's a good chauffeur?
new clothes.
New clothes. I'm going to give that under fashion products and jewelry.
Oh, okay.
A garden and a gardener.
Wow, this is very high class.
Why not?
High
Go
class
big or
mothers.
go
Yeah,
home.
go big. Yeah, love your mother. Any more? Before
there's
time
gotta be
runs
more.
out.
Any hints?
Any hints? A
Bigger house.
bigger house is not on there.
I would like that.
Time's nearly up. So that is time.
That's time.
So the ones you missed, let's take a look at the full list. The ones you missed were cosmetics.
I don't want home appliances.
So makeup and
That
skincare
makes me feel like
products. You missed a
housewives.
cake.
A cake.
Oh,
Well,
we
that
don't want
counts
a
as, like,
cake.
food.
Electronics, of course.
Yeah, electronics
iPhone or
and
whatever.
home appliances. So that's things like, well, stuff you can use around the house. So what do you guys get your mothers for
Well,
Mother's Day?
I always write a very nice card,
Yeah.
and my kids do that too, and they're the only ones who can do that. So I
Yeah.
think that's really priceless.
Yeah.
Wait, only your kids can write cards?
No, I mean that's it. Like no one can give me a card that's written by them.
Right, of
Yeah,
course.
I
That's,
feel
like,
yeah,
unique
handwritten is
and
important.
heartfelt.
Yeah.
I think if I were to be like with my mom in person, I would give her something that I made. Like a meal probably would be a nice
Aw,
thing to
that's
do for mom.
nice.
Yeah.
It is.
I think for me, it's normally a card and food. This year I went for flowers, which is surprisingly not on this list.
Yeah,
I guess
Interesting. Well,
yeah.
Taiwanese moms are practical.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I like flowers, but I think they probably think, but they're going to die in a week, you know.
Oh, it's very cold,
But
hard
it's
way.
very sweet. I think your
Flowers are
mom's going to be
fleeting.
thrilled.
Yeah.
You could buy one in a
Very
pot.
sweet.
Like in a pot that lasts.
That's true.
You can water it. Make your
No,
kids
I think it's a
water it.
great gift. I'm just explaining why it's probably not on
Right.
the list.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Right.
well, that's today's brain game. I hope you enjoyed watching.
I want to start off by saying that I am perfectly safe. I'm A-OK, no problems, 100% fine. Now, you're probably wondering why I feel the need to reassure you of my well-being. Well, that's because last week, The Economist called Taiwan the most dangerous place on Earth. What did Taiwan do to earn that accolade? Well, it's all stuff we've heard before. China claims Taiwan is part of its territory. Taiwan says otherwise. The US kind of says otherwise. China says it will take over Taiwan by force if it has to. The US says it will maybe help Taiwan if that happens. The article says that escalating tensions between Taiwan and China are like sitting on a powder keg. But for those of us who live in Taiwan, the label, the most dangerous place on Earth, seems a little unfair. You're talking about a place with Hello Kitty themed trains. You're talking about a place where a man lost his heirloom watch and found it undisturbed on the side of the street 15 hours later. You're talking about a place where police cars carry teddy bears to comfort children. You're talking about a place where rainbows fall on our tallest landmark. So when people in Taiwan saw this headline, a lot of us went, excuse me. First of all, I don't want to discount the potential danger in the region, but the danger itself is not coming from Taiwan. Second of all, calling Taiwan the most dangerous place on Earth takes attention away from dire situations in nearby places like India and Myanmar. In response to The Economist article, Alex Tichy says, sure, the threat of a conflict here is very serious, but people in Taiwan are living a very peaceful existence with low crime, great healthcare, functioning government, and no COVID. It's not the most dangerous place on Earth. Jenny Lee tweets, well, they're not wrong. My friends who visit Taiwan from abroad often gain a couple of pounds before leaving. Quite dangerous, I must say, if you are on a diet. It's worth fighting over good food. The article prompted a campaign where people shared photos depicting nature, friendship, and life in Taiwan to poke fun at the title. One of my favorites is from Gwen Wong Reeves. She tweeted this picture with the caption, "You can buy cat-shaped toast in the most dangerous place in the world, Taiwan." I need to find out where I can get that toast. Even Andrew Ryan got in on the fun by posting this dangerous move by a local toddler. I mean, I'd probably let her pinch my nose too. Just look at that face. What I'm saying is, Taiwan is not that dangerous. Come see for yourself after this whole COVID-19 thing has blown over. And if you still have your reservations, I'll come pick you up from the airport myself. Though I have to say, hanging out with me is probably more dangerous than not hanging out with me.
Before we go, a look at some of the other stories on our radar.
At least 29 people have been infected with COVID-19 in relation to an outbreak at China Airlines and a Novotel hotel. This includes 11 China Airlines pilots, a flight attendant, 6 hotel staff, and 11 family members. Authorities are still working to uncover the source of the infection. Taiwan has sent medical supplies to India to help fight a surge in COVID-19 cases. Authorities are also working to charter an evacuation flight to bring Taiwanese citizens in India home. A number of Taiwanese citizens in India have already contracted COVID, and one has died. Also, a staff member at Taiwan's representative office is in serious condition and will be evacuated to a neighboring country for treatment. Taiwanese workers will now get 2 days leave from work if they get vaccinated for COVID-19. That's in an effort to encourage the public to get vaccinated. However, employers are allowed to decide whether to consider these days paid leave. A Chinese man claims to have crossed the Taiwan Strait in a rubber dinghy. He was discovered by the shore in Taichung on April 30th and is now detained in quarantine. The man says he was fleeing to Taiwan in search of freedom and democracy. But the Navy's chief of staff has told lawmakers he doubts the man's story because the amount of fuel he had on board shouldn't have been enough to make it all the way here from China.
And our final question of the day, what is the most dangerous thing in Taiwan? Bad answers only. Starting with you, Leslie.
Without a doubt, guys, the most dangerous thing about Taiwan is that there are dogs everywhere. And let me tell you why. It's because anytime I'm walking on the street and I see a dog, I always have to go, oh, look at that dog. And I take my eyes off the road and I almost eat concrete.
Oh, please don't do that.
I always do that.
Really?
Any kind of dog, even if I've seen it 100 times, I'd be like, ooh, look at that dog.
And they're usually pretty docile, I have to say.
Yes.
Yeah. How about you, Natalie?
Well, there are 7-Elevens and convenience stores on every corner. It's very tempting to go in there. But actually, they're what make me feel safe when I walk at night.
Very nice.
Downtown.
Very good. All right, for me, cloud forests. And you guys are wondering why I chose this because, well, they will take your breath away.
Oh, Andrew.
So I actually want to show you a little video of clouds coming up over Alishan.
Oh,
and just the
very
view
nice.
of the clouds rolling down the mountains, just breathtaking. Yeah, so there you have it. Some dangerous things in Taiwan. Well, thank you so much for joining us for today's Taiwan Insider. Be sure to connect with us on social media.
Yes, subscribe, like us, leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you. For Taiwan Insider, I am Natalie Tso.
I'm Leslie Liao.
And I'm Andrew Ryan. See you next week.